Meg Ryan's journey into Hollywood reads like a storybook filled with unexpected twists, raw talent, and moments of pure serendipity. Originally pursuing journalism, she found herself drawn into acting while paying for school through commercials, a path that quickly overtook her initial plans. Her charm, vulnerability, and effortless humor captivated audiences early on, earning her roles in films that showcased her versatility. From playful comedies to emotionally charged dramas, Meg's performances revealed a depth that resonated beyond superficial glitz. Often, life seemed to choose her rather than the other way around, pushing her toward opportunities that would define her career. Her ascent was not instantaneous. It involved auditions, setbacks, and moments of self-doubt, which she overcame through determination. What made Meg Ryan distinct was her ability to connect with viewers, embodying characters with sincerity and relatability. In a Hollywood often driven by superficiality, her authenticity stood out, creating a lasting bond with the audience. Meg Ryan wasn't just acting, she was leaving a mark on hearts. Early life and influences. Meg Ryan was born Margaret Mary Emily Hyra on November 19th, 1961, in Fairfield, Connecticut. Growing up in a family shaped by academics and creativity, her father Harry worked as a math teacher, while her mother Susan had a background in acting and English. Meg experienced the challenges of her parents' divorce in 1976, an event that deeply affected her sense of security and later influenced her drive for self-expression through the arts. Alongside her two younger sisters and a brother, she navigated childhood in a Catholic household, discovering solace in imagination and performance. School plays in Houston and drama classes at the University of Houston nurtured her early passion for acting, providing a safe space to explore identity and emotions. Meg's upbringing combined intellectual curiosity with creative freedom, which later translated into her multifaceted career. The foundation of empathy and emotional intelligence she developed at home would allow her to portray complex characters authentically. Early experiences of loss and adaptation shaped the woman who would later charm audiences worldwide, showing resilience both on and off screen. The first steps in acting Meg Ryan's early career was a mix of commercials, television, and small film roles, each teaching lessons about persistence and timing. She appeared in ads for Burger King and AIM, experiences that allowed her to become comfortable in front of the camera while exploring different personas. Though she studied journalism at the University of Connecticut and New York University, her heart leaned toward performance. Her first credited film role came with Breaking Away in 1979, followed by a notable appearance in The Right Stuff in 1983. These early experiences taught Meg that talent alone wasn't sufficient. The industry demanded resilience, adaptability, and the ability to navigate unpredictability. A near loss of a role in As the World Turns highlighted the pressure of last-minute auditions, forcing her to refine her craft under scrutiny. Each small success laid the groundwork for her breakout roles, demonstrating her dedication and willingness to learn. Through this period, Meg began to craft the persona that audiences would soon fall in love with: authentic, humorous, and capable of conveying emotional depth. Transformation into Meg Ryan. Realizing her birth name, Margaret Mary Emily Hyra, might not resonate in the industry, she adopted her maternal surname, becoming Meg Ryan. This change marked a conscious effort to embrace a public identity that reflected confidence and approachability. The name Meg Ryan became synonymous with charm and relatability, a persona that audiences could instantly recognize. Her early experiences in commercials and television, combined with small film roles, cultivated a nuanced understanding of the camera, timing, and audience engagement. Despite initial insecurities, she pushed forward, proving herself in projects like Rich and Famous and Promised Land. Meg's early career reflected a careful balancing act, developing her craft while navigating Hollywood's pressures. Each role helped solidify her skills, preparing her for the breakout moments that would define her as a leading lady. By cultivating a professional identity, Meg Ryan demonstrated the importance of self-awareness in building a lasting career in an industry known for fleeting attention. Breakthrough? With rom-coms. Meg Ryan's rise to stardom came with the unforgettable portrayal of Sally Albright in When Harry Met Sally in 1989. Her performance combined humor, vulnerability, and authenticity, particularly in the now iconic diner scene, filmed with meticulous care to maintain spontaneity. The film's success, grossing over $90 million, established her as the queen of romantic comedies in the 1990s. Her ability to embody relatable, optimistic characters won over audiences, cementing her image as the face of heartfelt, light-hearted romance. At the same time, she continued to explore riskier roles, ensuring her talent wasn't pigeonholed. The combination of critical acclaim, commercial success, and public adoration solidified Meg's place in Hollywood's pantheon of beloved stars. Her early breakthrough highlighted her versatility, showing she could balance comedy and emotional depth, creating characters audiences would remember for decades. The success of this role not only launched her career, but set a standard for romantic comedies that followed. Expanding horizons. Following the success of When Harry Met Sally, Meg Ryan took on projects that challenged her creatively, demonstrating a commitment to versatility. Films like Joe vs. the Volcano and The Doors allowed her to move beyond rom-coms into fantasy, comedy, and biographical drama. Her dedication to authenticity, from performing her own stunts to studying character mannerisms, reflected a fearlessness rare in Hollywood. These roles, though sometimes less commercially successful, showcased her artistic ambition and willingness to explore uncharted territory. Meg's career trajectory demonstrated the delicate balance between maintaining public appeal and pursuing personal artistic growth. By venturing into diverse genres, she proved she was more than a rom-com star, capable of tackling emotional complexity and physical demands alike. Her professional evolution highlighted the importance of taking creative risks, even when the outcome was uncertain, reinforcing her commitment to growth and craft. Iconic romances on screen. Meg Ryan's collaborations with Tom Hanks in Sleepless in Seattle and You've Got Mail became cultural milestones. Their chemistry, developed through extensive off-screen conversations and character exploration, created a natural, believable connection that audiences adored. These films grossed hundreds of millions worldwide, solidifying her status as a defining figure in romantic comedy. Her performances combined warmth, humor, and subtle emotional nuance, creating timeless characters. These roles not only demonstrated her skill, but also her ability to collaborate closely with co-stars to create authentic relationships on screen. The enduring popularity of these films reflected her unique talent for connecting with audiences on an emotional level, creating a sense of shared experience and empathy. Meg Ryan's work in rom-coms transcended entertainment, leaving a lasting impact on both the genre and popular culture. Dramatic depth. Beyond romantic comedies, Meg Ryan demonstrated remarkable range in dramatic roles. In When a Man Loves a Woman, she portrayed a woman grappling with alcoholism, working closely with addiction specialists to capture the nuances of the character's struggles. Her dedication to authenticity earned her a SAG Award nomination, highlighting her capacity for serious, emotionally demanding performances. Similarly, in films like Courage Under Fire and the voice role in Anastasia, she explored themes of courage, identity, and resilience. These roles showcased her willingness to take on emotionally complex characters, demonstrating that her talent extended beyond lighthearted roles. By balancing romantic comedies with dramatic projects, Meg Ryan established herself as a versatile actress capable of both charm and gravitas, leaving a legacy defined by both commercial success and artistic integrity. Mid-career challenges. Entering the 2000s, Meg Ryan's career faced a plateau. Films like Proof of Life and Hanging Up received mixed reviews, signaling a shift in audience reception and industry interest. Despite her established reputation, she navigated the challenges of maintaining relevance amid changing tastes and intense media scrutiny. This period coincided with personal turbulence, contributing to her decision to step back from the spotlight. The transition highlighted the pressures actors face when balancing career expectations with personal fulfillment. Meg's approach, during this period, reflected introspection and resilience. Rather than succumbing to external pressures, she prioritized personal growth and emotional well-being. These challenges emphasize the reality that even iconic figures encounter ebbs and flows, reinforcing her humanity and capacity for adaptation in a demanding industry. Personal life and love. Meg Ryan's personal life, particularly her relationships, deeply influenced her career and public image. Her marriage to Dennis Quaid, shaped by shared artistic passions and the challenges of addiction recovery, demonstrated her commitment and emotional resilience. The couple's joys and struggles, including the birth of their son Jack, were intertwined with public attention, amplifying both happiness and heartbreak. Despite later controversies and separation, Meg maintained honesty and accountability in discussing the dynamics of their relationship. Her personal experiences, from love to loss, informed her depth as an actress, allowing her to portray complex emotional landscapes authentically. Through it all, Meg balanced public curiosity with private reflection, showing a capacity for self-protection and growth amid intense scrutiny. Navigating public scrutiny. Meg Ryan's career was constantly under the intense lens of public and media attention, which created unique challenges in her personal and professional life. A notable example occurred during her 2003 interview on The Michael Parkinson Show, where she gave a curt response to questions about explicit scenes in her films. The press quickly misinterpreted her reaction as rudeness, while in reality, she was asserting control over her boundaries and image. Such moments illustrate the intrusive and often unforgiving nature of fame, where private feelings are frequently scrutinized and misrepresented. Over time, Ryan learned to navigate this delicate balance, prioritizing her emotional well-being and personal fulfillment over external approval. Her experiences demonstrate the constant tension celebrities face between public expectation and authenticity, showing how even admired figures must develop resilience to protect their sense of self while continuing to pursue meaningful work in their careers and maintain personal peace. Legacy in romantic comedies. Meg Ryan's contributions to romantic comedies helped define an era of cinema, shaping the genre for generations. Films such as When Harry Met Sally, Sleepless in Seattle, and You've Got Mail showcased her remarkable ability to combine humor, charm, vulnerability, and emotional authenticity. She brought depth to her characters, making them relatable to audiences and elevating the rom-com genre from simple entertainment to heartfelt storytelling. Her on-screen presence demonstrated that romantic comedies could be both commercially successful and emotionally meaningful. Ryan's performances left an indelible mark on both audiences and filmmakers, influencing acting styles, character development, and storytelling in the genre. Beyond box office numbers and critical acclaim, her legacy lies in the sincerity she infused into her roles, allowing viewers to connect deeply with her characters. Her work continues to serve as a standard for authenticity, warmth, and relatability, proving that true impact comes from genuine human connection in storytelling. Awards and recognition. Throughout her career, Meg Ryan received multiple Golden Globe nominations and an Independent Spirit Award nod, reflecting her talent and the industry's recognition of her impact on cinema. While these formal accolades were meaningful, they only partially captured the profound effect she had on audiences and colleagues alike. Writers like Nora Ephron often designed characters specifically with Ryan's unique voice in mind, and co-stars frequently noted how her presence energized a film set. Public honors, such as inclusion in People's 50 Most Beautiful People, the Women in Film Crystal Award, and the Hasty Pudding Woman of the Year, reflected her cultural resonance beyond just her performances. However, her most enduring recognition came from the emotional connections she formed with viewers who appreciated her warmth, humor, and relatability. This demonstrates that while awards are meaningful, a performer's true legacy lies in how they touch lives, inspire others, and create moments of genuine connection that remain long after the credits roll. Later, career and directing. After stepping back from the Hollywood spotlight for a time, Meg Ryan returned with a more selective and intentional approach to her work, exploring directing alongside acting. Her film Ithaca, which she both directed and starred in with her son Jack Quaid, exemplified her desire to tell stories from a personal perspective. During this period, she carefully chose projects that resonated with her, rather than pursuing commercial success for its own sake. This allowed her to exercise greater control over her creative output and redefine her career on her own terms. The shift reflected a maturation of craft and a move from being primarily an on-screen icon to a multifaceted filmmaker with agency over storytelling. Ryan's careful curation of projects demonstrated that fulfillment could be found in artistic authenticity and personal growth, rather than in fame or public recognition, reinforcing the importance of aligning one's work with deeper personal values and creative intentions. Motherhood and family. Motherhood became a central and grounding force in Meg Ryan's later life, especially following the adoption of her daughter Daisy in 2006. She describes her parenting with warmth, emphasizing the importance of her children's inspiration, happiness, and safety above all else. Her son, Jack Quaid, from her marriage to Dennis Quaid, pursued a successful acting career while remaining deeply connected to his mother, highlighting her continued guidance and support. This period marked a turning point where Ryan focused less on public validation and more on emotional investment in her family. Her dedication to nurturing meaningful relationships demonstrated that personal love and connection could define a life just as profoundly as professional accomplishments. Ryan's experience underscores the importance of balancing private joy with public legacy, showing that genuine family bonds provide grounding, purpose, and fulfillment, and that nurturing and protecting those connections can become a defining achievement beyond fame or career accolades. Relationships and love. Later in life, Meg Ryan explored love with musician John Mellencamp, navigating a relationship marked by both joy and challenges. Their engagement and eventual separation revealed her commitment to honesty, self-awareness, and emotional maturity in adult relationships. Unlike her earlier years, when public expectations and societal pressures often complicated her love life, Ryan approached romance on her own terms, prioritizing authenticity over external approval. These experiences reinforced her agency and emotional resilience, teaching valuable lessons about navigating complex adult relationships. Her story demonstrates that love is not always predictable or permanent, but can provide profound opportunities for growth and self-discovery. Through these experiences, Ryan exemplifies emotional intelligence, showing that maintaining self-respect, honesty, and clarity in relationships is more meaningful than conforming to idealized notions of romantic success, emphasizing the value of personal integrity and the courage to prioritize emotional well-being. Aging and personal growth, Meg Ryan embraced aging as an opportunity for self-expression, personal growth, and authenticity, challenging societal expectations of youth and beauty. Rumors about cosmetic procedures occasionally surfaced, but she responded with confidence, framing such choices as private matters guided by personal preference. This perspective demonstrates self-acceptance, showing that external judgments should not define one's sense of worth. By focusing on internal fulfillment rather than societal approval, Ryan modeled a philosophy that celebrates natural growth, resilience, and self-respect. Her reflections on aging highlight a broader life approach, that beauty and value emerge from confidence, emotional strength, and authenticity rather than appearances. By owning her journey, Ryan provides an empowering example for others navigating similar pressures. Her perspective encourages embracing life fully, prioritizing inner growth, and cultivating self-respect, showing that personal evolution and fulfillment matter far more than public opinion or fleeting trends. Public appearances and reflection. Even after stepping away from constant media attention, Meg Ryan selectively participated in public appearances, including red carpet events and film festivals. These carefully chosen engagements allowed her to maintain connections with audiences while protecting her privacy and personal space. Her poise, warmth, and graceful demeanor during these appearances reinforced her enduring relevance and influence in the film industry. By engaging on her own terms, Ryan demonstrated control over her visibility, showing that it is possible to honor one's professional legacy without compromising well-being. These moments also served as gentle reminders of her contributions to cinema and popular culture, allowing fans and peers to celebrate her achievements. Her deliberate approach to public life exemplifies thoughtful management of fame, highlighting that one can balance recognition with personal boundaries while continuing to inspire and maintain meaningful relationships with audiences and colleagues alike. Current life and creative pursuits. Today, Meg Ryan resides in New York's West Village, where she leads a life centered on family, creativity, and personal exploration. Her routines include quiet mornings with her daughter, teaching acting workshops, writing scripts, and supporting philanthropic causes. Her return to filmmaking with What Happens Later reflects a matured approach, emphasizing projects that hold personal and creative significance. By mentoring young actors and focusing on meaningful storytelling, Ryan continues to influence the industry in subtle yet profound ways. This stage of life highlights her transition from public icon to thoughtful, private creator, demonstrating that fulfillment is not solely tied to fame. Ryan's journey underscores the importance of pursuing self-directed growth, personal satisfaction, and authentic artistic expression, illustrating that a life guided by passion, family, and meaningful work can provide deeper, long-lasting fulfillment beyond the spotlight of Hollywood. Enduring influence and legacy. Meg Ryan's life story, from rom-com superstar to mother, filmmaker, and mentor, embodies resilience, authenticity, and the pursuit of self-discovery. Despite intense public scrutiny and career challenges, she has remained true to her values, balancing professional success with personal fulfillment. Her contributions to romantic comedies have left a lasting influence on actors, writers, and audiences, shaping the genre for decades. Beyond awards and box office achievements, Ryan's legacy is defined by empathy, emotional connection, and the courage to embrace life fully. Her evolution illustrates the importance of staying authentic in a changing world while maintaining personal integrity. Through her work and choices, she demonstrates that success encompasses creativity, meaningful relationships, and personal growth. Meg Ryan's story is a reminder that the most enduring impact comes from connecting with others and living in alignment with one's values, leaving a lasting imprint on both culture and hearts.